So I think the judiciary as a whole is got an extremely difficult situation right now. I do see that there is, if not, in explicit, acceptance that there is a big problem going on, and there's a very problematic situation arising in Pakistan. There's certainly an implicit recognition of that. But the problem that is arising is twofold. Firstly, I think there's a lot of public pressure on the judiciary. And I think everyone realizes that the judiciary is being scrutinized not simply by those in power, which I think we already know it's been the case for some time now, but actually in the court of the public as well, because this is a judiciary which has had, unfortunately, for the past at least 6 to 7 years, an extremely troubling history, whether it comes to, Saqib Nisar and his role, or Umar Atta Bandial Saab, or any of the other CJPs who had come along. There was an extremely polarized viewpoint on exactly how these judges were acting, whether they were being neutral, favoring one party or the other. At one point in time, it was considered they were favoring PTI, and other occasions, it's now considered that they're not favoring them and they're favoring others. So they've always been under pressure. They've been under the hammer for quite some time. And I think that's just continued now. The problem that they're facing, and I think this is what I've seen in the Sindh High Court. I mean, you mentioned the Gibran Nasir petitions, and Osama also mentioned them. So one of the interesting things that I think I noticed about that, and I think Osama kind of touched upon this, so I'm going to just build on from that, is that these judges are passing orders. But the orders that they're passing, in my opinion, aren't the kind of orders that you'd expect from a judge who's very clear that this is wrong. And I don't think that they think it's right. I do feel that they have an inclination and they have a very solid viewpoint that, what's happening is perhaps not correct. But the orders that come out eventually always, for whatever reason, leave a certain degree of room for, the government to do what it perhaps wants to do. So, for example, in the